Now we will move on to the built-in methods, right? So we have already seen about the string methods, right? So can you name few string methods which we have seen in the past class? Give at least two methods, each of you.
Compare to equals to.
Equals to, okay.
Compare to.
Lowercase. Yes.
Equals to, compares to, okay. What else?
To low and to uppercase.
To uppercase. And you said one more, right?
Trim.
To lowercase. Disha? Length, okay. What else?
Equals ignore case and compare to ignore case.
What else?
Character at index.
What split does? Split method. What it does?
It will remove the spaces.
No, trim will remove the spaces. Split will split the string. Correct.
And what it will return?
From the index which we are splitting, it will give the string only. It will return string.
String, okay. A string of what?
String from the given input. Like there are two words, selenium training, and if I'm splitting using space, then after selenium, then it will just give me training as an output.
What I have to do?
Is it correct?
Guys, you are not referring notes. Let's say I am having one string s equal to selenium training. Now I am using s dot split. Then what I have to do with Disha here?
S dot split space,
Yeah. Will this work?
space as in double quotes.
Double quotes, okay. Right. Now what it will return?
It should return training, right?
Where is selenium gone?
At index 0, selenium will be there. No. I just know one thing, that it splits according to the indexes. So if we take space, then selenium will be at 0th index and training will be at first index.
Where you will store these two values? I have same values. I have values of same data type. Right? Both are string. Where you will store these two strings?
In string array.
Chitara, why you are speaking in that low voice? It is string array definitely.
String array, right?
Yeah. Since I am splitting this statement into individual string, right? Using space, I mean, whatever the spaces we have between these two words, right? I am splitting that. So where I can store that? I cannot store in a string s equal to this. right? So because it can hold only one string, this variable can hold only one string. So I will have to create array of this.
Yeah.
Making sense?
Yeah.
Guys, please practice. Otherwise, it will be too much difficult for you to once you start with Selenium, you will forget everything. Please pay attention during the class and practice after the class also. This is quite frequently asked interview question, right? So string array, as in what it will return, it will give you this string, Selenium, comma, training, right? So now, after using split, this input is actually equal to this input. Making sense? Now, if I want to perform some manipulation on these two values, I can do that. I can reverse the words of this string. I can reverse each word of the string. So for that, I need individual string, right? And that we do using split method of string class. Any sort of difficulty in understanding this in syntax? Okay. So yeah, equals to, compare to uppercase, to lowercase, trim, right? Length, split. So these are the all methods we have in string class. I think we discussed a lot of methods. So compare, then we have equals, then what else? Concat, right? It's one more method is called concat.
Concat.
Caret, equals, ignore case, to uppercase, to lower, substring, ends with trim, right? So length. Okay, I'm not repeating these all because we have already discussed. Now we'll come on the next category of the methods, that is array method. Maybe I'll take the number methods first. So for doing a manipulation on numbers, right, we will use the inbuilt number methods. Okay, so let's take the example here. So let's say I am having one integer x equal to 7, and then I am just changing it to creating a wrapper class here, y equal to x, and then I am just comparing that. So compare, we have already seen in in constant based output, right? So we have one method called compare to for number also, which will compare actually the two numbers. If the first number is equal to second number, then it will return 0. If the first number is greater than equal to second number, it will return +1. If the first number is less than equal to second number, it will return -1. So that is the only use of compare to method for numbers. Next is equals to, and it returns true or false, right? So that also we have seen. So if both numbers are same, then it will return true. If both numbers are not same, as in greater than, less than, it will return false. Okay, next method in number class is ABS. Let's say I have double D equal to 10.73 and double D2 equal to 15.25, and I am actually looking for the absolute value from these double value. So in math class, we have one method called math.abs of double. Math.abs of so this will return the absolute value, and we all the values after this dot will be removed, and I'll get only 10. Why it is not giving? So returns absolute value of double value. The argument is not negative. What is the problem? Okay. This is actually method. Okay, I will check on this. Usually it returns the absolute value whenever you use that. We have one more method. Let me try. That is also working. So, match dot round. So it is working. Match dot round d2. Okay. So it is actually rounding off the value. So in this case, it is giving 2 because the first number after decimal is greater than 5. And in this case, it is returning 5 because the first number after decimal is less than 5. So this value is not considered. Okay, so it is rounding off the value. Next, min and max we have already seen, right? Directly we can get math dot min of d and d2, math dot max of d and d2. So according to the minimum and maximum method, the value will be returned. So this is returning minimum of these two, this is returning maximum of these two. Okay, and random number also we have seen, right? So these are couple of methods which are there in Java for performing operations on numbers. So compared to equal to, absolute, then min, max, we have random for generating some system date, then we have round. Okay, these are the kind of common methods which we use frequently. Now coming to the character methods. So for performing operations on character, we do have some character methods, right? So let me Go to Eclipse. So let's say I have one character A equal to S, char B equal to 1, char C equal to, let's say I have some special character. Now I want to check which one is the letter in this. So I have one method A dot character dot is letter then A. So what will be the output of this?
Yes, maybe.
What will be the output of this, Naresh?
Yes, maybe. Is the value of A is S will return as?
I'm not able to understand you. What are you saying?
Able to. I was saying that S. Then
Yes,
if
yeah.
the value is
So what this method is doing, it is actually checking if the value passed in argument is a letter or not. Okay, A is a letter, right? S is a letter. 1 is not a letter, it is a digit. And star is not a letter. So it will return a Boolean value, true or false.
true or false.
See, Boolean java.lang.character. Is letter caret. So Boolean is a return type of this method. Okay.
Okay.
Can you understand this definition? So Boolean is a return type. It is from Java lang package, right? And this character is a class, and is letter is a method. And this is the argument we are passing.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So Boolean Java lang package, character is a class. This is a wrapper class, and is letter is a method, and this we are passing as argument. So since S is a letter, it is returning true. A1 is not a letter, star is not a letter. Okay. Similar to this, we have one method called isDigit method. So instead of this, if I write here character dot isDigit, okay, so it will return true for second statement also, because now what this method is doing, it is checking if B is a digit or not. Okay. Next is let's say I am having one more method, and t equal to small a, and dot is lowercase. Okay. So we have one method called is lowercase, which will actually check if the character passed as argument for this method is a lowercase or not, and this will check if the character is uppercase or not. So D is a lowercase, so it will return true, and A is uppercase, it will return true. Okay, so these two statements will return true. If I replace these values, then I will get false for these two statements. Okay, so these are the common methods. You can explore more methods also. Character dot. So we have so many methods, right? So basis the uses, we can just use the methods. There are so many methods. Even no one can remember these all methods. So whenever is, see, this is a is space method. What it will do, it will just check if the character passed in this method is a space or not. I use this, and let me use this A, and if I enclose this in a system.out.println, oh, it is deprecated, I guess. Okay, it is
Hello.
deprecated. Yeah, yes, Sitara.
Yeah, so I actually had to drop off in between. I've rejoined. I'll refer the recordings, no problem.
Yeah, I'm closing the session now, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, even I will have to log in. So, so we have covered until character method. In tomorrow's session, we will start with the arrays method.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll meet at